And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Toronto FC versus Nashville SC in match 18 of the 2023 MLS season. Of course, we're over halfway. The second half is starting tonight. Hopefully TFC can have a good result to start off the second half, but first of the 17 of the second half, with Leagues Cup in between and all that. But at BMO Field, Toronto will be playing Nashville. Already drew them at Nashville this season with a similar 11 to what we're playing tonight, so things should be pretty good in general, but we will find out. Again, congratulations to Manchester City on winning the Champions League earlier today. Covered that earlier. Of course, tomorrow we got the U20 World Cup final between Italy and Uruguay. First, I got the Nuggets up 3-1 in the finals. Nats up 2-1. Messi coming to my team, and Man City wins the UCL finally. It's been good for you. But again, TFC is 12th. If they win today, they'll be tied for 9th with Charlotte, depending on their result. So they're starting to climb a bit up the table. Yeah, Zivan and Twelman are doing the TFC game tonight if you're watching on Apple TV. I would do a Mile High. Player to watch for TFC, Laudenso Insigne, who scored against Minnesota, involved in the club's last 3 goals. Of course. Then for Nashville, their player to watch is Hani Mukhtar, of course, as it would be. Scored against Dallas. At least that's what they're showing. Teams are walking out. TFC in their home kits. Nashville in their yellow. The return of McNaughton and Schaffelberg to BMO Field. First time Nashville's played Toronto at BMO since 2021. But teams are walking out. We're ready to go. Should be a good one tonight. Well, that sucks. So it's just raining every day of it. Looking forward to some, and then there you go. 2-1. I could honestly say either way, but 2-1 TFC. Feel comfortable for some reason. I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, Vander should be more like Hani Mukhtar soon, but he's getting his feet wet. He's getting there. He's getting there. I really wanted Inter to beat Man City today. Well, I mean, it was always going to be a hard situation, and all they did was really just have 10 seconds of switched off time, and, well, they lost because of it. That's sometimes the sport. They fought. They just couldn't score. And Lukaku honestly probably shot them in the foot too, but what can you do? Waiting for this match to start. Of course. Should be in moments. See how the second half starts. This year, all three Italian clubs went far, but they were second place in their tournaments. I know I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. Which either means both Italian national teams, the U20 World Cup and Nations League, they're both going to lose, or maybe that's how they win. As always, 8 minutes. It's been raining every day for a month straight. Well, that's just how it sometimes goes. It's what we like to call the Omega block. That big high pressure is what did it. Because it couldn't get to the center of the country, so yeah, so that is what it is. But with that being said, the Omega block probably is why. But that's starting to break down, so you should be fine. So, I mean, I wouldn't count your chickens before they hatch, but yeah, check the weather. But yeah, things are going to move over, but I wouldn't say it would always be the way it is. That's huge. If Martino, Messi, and Miami get 2023 Open Cup, does that count as a Florida Open Cup dynasty? 2 years in a row is not a dynasty. That is a back-to-back. A dynasty is like 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5 or something like that. It's not 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row is not a dynasty. No, it should be Miami. If Messi's going to play 2 games, it should be Miami. It's very likely it should. For TFC, Sean Johnson in goal. The back four, Raul Petretta, Aime Mabaka, Richie Larea, Kobe Franklin, Jonathan Osorio, Mark Anthony Kay, Lorenzo Insigne, Federico Bernardeschi, DeAndre Kerr, CJ Sapong. The starting 11 here for TFC. I'm going to be pissed. U20 Italy is the team that has the best likelihood to win a final out of all 5 of the regular Italian national team and the 3 club teams. So that sucks. For Nashville, Joe Willis, the back four, Daniel Lovitz, Jack Meyer, Lucas McNaughton, Shaq Moore, Dax McCarty, Sean Davis, Alex Maweel, Honey Mukhtar, Jacob Schaffelberg, and Teal Bunbury for Nashville. I mean, Dynamo, they have a possibility. I'd say they're more likely than RSL. I could see a Dynamo-Miami final. Miami has the harder challenge. Is it tomorrow? Oso's back. Nice. Is it tomorrow? TFC to kick off here. John Freeman, the referee. Today? Yeah, that's not happening then. Mexico-Cameroon is not happening on this channel then, no. I could have tried to fit it in like I did today. Well, no. 4 to 6. It may not have been, but definitely not today. So, Nashville to kick off. Nashville wearing yellow. TFC wearing their homes. And here we go. There we go. And we're off. The second half of the season has started. Well, I didn't want to cry, so that's... Are you a fan of that club? Or did you just didn't want City to win? That's a foul. Yep, free kick for TFC. At least that should be. 33 seconds in. Like, yeah, I wanted City to lose too, but I'm not going to cry about it. Playing forward here. Bad play there. Richie Larea. I know you wanted City to lose. Are you a fan of Inter? Like, are you a fan of them? Or you just wanted City to lose? Hopefully the weather gets better, but as I said, I think it should, from what I know. 1 minute in, 0-0, and the flares, smoke devices are already going off. Hasn't even been a goal yet. All right, 2 minutes.
Well, there's smoke there anyway.
If Messi has any matches with Miami playing an Open Cup, they should be able to. Salt Lake eliminated Greg Vanny in the Galaxy 2023 Open Cup. Cincinnati eliminated NYCFC. Well, here's the thing, though. NYCFC is actually a good club, but they don't have Messi. LA Galaxy sucks. So you're trying to say that Miami's bottom of the East? I don't think that'll last long once Messi comes over and actually plays MLS matches.
Why don't they have more smoke? Because we have it here.
I'm talking...
No, I'm just asking.
I think it was supposed to clear up today anyway. Or start clearing up a bit. It's not like doesn't look apocalyptic. I thought, or that's what the point was. I mean, yeah, there's still smoke, but it doesn't look apocalyptic.
Did in New York the other day.
Oh, yeah, I did. I saw that. I actually didn't see how it really looked in Toronto. People care more about New York. Or at least from what I saw. 3 minutes, 0-0. Yeah. Holland's going to have a field day at the Club World Cup. I feel sorry for Urawa Red Diamonds and Leon. Holland's going to get 2 goals per game. Give him time. Give him time. I think Troy will be a good coach for the Red Bulls. Lol. Well, that's how MLS. No. I didn't think I was looking sad. But didn't mean to. I guess I just had RBF today. I don't know. Timu Puki's going to Minnesota. Yeah, I think that's a good move, personally. I think they need a striker to go with Mr. AWOL Reynoso and Kervin Arriaga. Better than Fragapane, of course. Ike Ubo's going to NYCFC. He should be good. I think they need a striker like him, not a false nine like Telesh Magno. So I think in the end, I like it. I think it's a good move. Ike Ubo gets more playing time at a honestly better club than a Belgian side. Toronto's undefeated 8 straight at home. 3 wins, 5 draws. That's only MLS games, though, because I'm sure Can Champ was in the middle of that. So I'm not even going to count at this point. Richie Larea plays it back. 4 minutes. So some in there. I agree. I mean, yeah, it's not a legal firm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, football's not a legal firm. Yeah, I don't think you really want players from Harvard. They're good in the courtroom. They're certainly not on the field. Then again, I've never really heard of a top prospect from Harvard for football. I may be wrong, though. 5th minute. Cross inside netting for Jacob Schaffelberg. Yeah, he's going to score in Toronto, isn't he? Against Toronto. He was waiting for that, wasn't he? Yeah. I mean, I'll be happy for him, but EDM rave concert Sunday ultimately decided not to go. Indoors, yeah. Well, okay, no, there are outdoor concerts, but EDM rave concerts, I'm sure those be inside. Like, I'm pretty damn sure. Like, why is somebody gonna go to a freaking outdoor EDM concert? Like, they're not gonna fill a football stadium. Plays it back. Cleared away. Or will be by TFC. Let's go TFC, I agree. But they're the favorites, is my point. My point is Messi and Miami are the favorites. With Messi, if he plays, he's in the squad for the semifinal and final. He's got to play. That's their easiest way to get into Champions Cup. He's got to play. I'm sure Tata will be there at that point, so yeah, you go and play. No. Throw in here for Shaq Moore. Yeah, probably. Oh, and turns out that Nashville has had the least play in the final third over the past, 10 games. And, of course, we let them run ragged on us. Of course. It's always the way this goes. It's called I'll get a copyright strike if I do, so no. 8th minute. I didn't know. I knew about EDC. I didn't know where it took place. As in, I've heard of it. Playing forward. Insigne, nice run against Schaffelberg. It would be poetic justice if Insigne got pocketed by Schaffelberg. I'm not going to lie. Not against Insigne, but Bradley. Because, Yeah. How do we draw them back on Easter Saturday? I have no idea. Because we don't look like that team with a similar 11. That's should have been a foul, but okay. Played forward by Nashville. Winvo says, on eBay, I found a custom Dale Sr. Death Crash die-cast car for $200. I guess you didn't buy it, but you found... All right. That just seems like a weird thing to buy. Like a die-cast car of what Dale crashed in. I mean, that seems kind of weird, personally. But, I'm a fan of Dale Earnhardt, Jr. and Sr. Raise hell, praise Dale, but I wouldn't buy a freaking die-cast car of what he crashed in. That just seems weird to me. Oh, so you agree. Why do you even need to put that on the internet? So we agree. Okay. About the car. The die-cast Matchbox. Some other EDM festivals take place in a forest too, like Michigan or somewhere in the Great Lakes states. Now, I didn't know about those. 9th minute. They're making a Kung Fu Panda 4. Doesn't surprise me. TFC gets a corner. Bernadeschi. Cross in. Header. Mabica can't get there. Insigne takes a shot past the post. Insigne. Actual 124 scale die cast. No, I wouldn't say Nashville sucks. I'd say they're a pretty good team. I feel bad for Club Leon. Club Leon got 1 CONCACAF Champions Cup title. Toronto got 0 CONCACAF titles. You should feel bad for Toronto. Yeah, but at least we're not the ones getting ripped apart by Erling Haaland. But I guess that could mean you also earned the right to get ripped apart by him, and we didn't, so. But honestly, at this point, I don't want to see this team get ripped up by Erling Haaland. That would just, no. Right before Christmas? No. Hell no. Doing that? You're supposed to be joyous during Christmas. And if, like, on the 18th of December, TFC were somehow in Champions League and then played and won and then got to play Haaland, I'm not going to be festive for Christmas after seeing Erling Haaland drop 6 on us. So you know what? I don't feel sorry for us. We're not good enough. Besides, well, I mean, we could have played the 2020 Leagues Cup, but then COVID came around. Miss Rona came around and ruined all that. Yeah, we started in 2007, so we've had less chances to win continental trophies. 11th minute, 0-0, so makes sense. Who's your favorite player on Nashville? Jacob Schaffelberg? Duh. Of course I'm going to like the guy who should have stayed in Toronto anyway. Bradley malpractice. Schaffelberg's a good player, though. Kubleon will get ripped apart by Haaland. That's not 100% guaranteed. We still have to watch the FIFA Club World Cup draw. I'm just saying if they play them, that he will rip them apart. And besides, they have to win a game to play him anyway. At the very least. Oh, that's a foul. I trust Larcamon to do that, though.
I mean, he pushed him down.
Yeah, that's a foul, though, but it was a foul, so.
Well, but it should be more.
I'm sticking to 2-1. I said that a few days ago. I said it earlier tonight as well. 2-1 TFC. I'm sticking with it. Turns out I am. Plays it back to Insigne. Can't watch Orlando this week since my app won't show MLS, but Forge works. TFC asking for a handball. We're a little bit behind then. Bernadeschi. Cross. Oh, on McNaughton too. You know what? I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. Messi or Ronaldo?
You want the remote?
It's good. For me, personally, I like them both. Like, I'm more of a Cristiano fan, but I respect Messi. From what I've seen, I think you should like them both from what they've done for the sport before they completely retire. I think that's the realization most people should have. But if you're asking who I'm a fan of, more Cristiano. Always have been. Did you hear Lahoz is retiring from being a ref? I thought he was retiring after 2021 Champions League final. I thought that was his last dance. So, well, he lasts longer than I thought. Insigne. Not surprising. No handball. Well, could have done it in 2018 and they didn't, but whatever. Lorea plays it forward. Toronto has 62% possession. That's surprising. But it doesn't really matter to me that Man City got there first. Now, if NYCFC got to CONCACAF Champions Cup first, then I'd be pissed. My point is it doesn't matter to me if a UEFA team who hasn't won a Champions League gets to their Champions League first before Toronto gets a Champions Cup. That's my point.
Right.
Man City has nothing to do with us, besides the fact they own NYCFC, and maybe they played us once in a friendly. That's it. And we could play them if we both won champions that certain season. Or if Toronto were to win Champions League next year somehow, or Champions Cup, I should say. See, I'm still not used to it. They would play them in 2025. Because Man City also qualified for that 2025 Club World Cup as well. Again, it's about the years of the club. Yes. But let's be honest, Man City were crap for about 100 years of that. 0-0 Forge over Pacific Lowell. So, to be honest, they're a lot closer to what Toronto really is. Man City pretty much is as old as Toronto because when they got sold to the Saudis or Qataris, think it's Qataris. No. I'm getting confused with all of them. My brain scrambled. Either way, they got sold to the Middle East. That was 2008. That's a year after Toronto started. So technically, they're about as old as us, if we're really going to be honest. When they actually became a damn team, or a team worth anything. So Man City had no history before 2008. So honestly, they're about as old as us, if you really want to be honest. '16th minute corner. Yeah, this year was crazy. Marchessault. Corner here. 16th minute. 0-0. Let's see what Nashville does off this corner. Crossed in. Caught by Sean Johnson. He kept it. He kept it. That'll be a goal kick. I thought he dropped it. Don't insult Man City fans who have over 2.5 fans. I mean, it's true. They didn't become a team worth a damn until they got sold. That was a year after Toronto became a team. So we're really honestly the same. Well, they're a year younger than us, if we're really being honest. If we're really being honest, I mean, they have no history. This is true, but if you put Man City in MLS, they would have went undefeated. So they would have blown that 2017 TFC team out of the water. So I don't know why I'm one to talk. 17th minute. No. Man City has God knows how many Premier Leagues, God knows how many FA Cups, a couple of Carabao Cups, and a Champions League. We only have an MLS Cup, Supporters Shield, 8 Canadian Championships, and 3 Eastern Conference Championships. Yeah, we don't. Oh, and yeah, a wooden spoon. That's the opposite. Yeah, exactly. If Eichel had more goals, I give Eichel my vote. Montreal 2, Minnesota 0. Whoa. Are Montreal wearing their new blue kits, by the way? Yeah. DC score predictions. I know you always get it wrong, so I need it tonight. I say Atlanta 2-0. Almada with a brace. K plays forward to Bernadeschi. Bernadeschi to cross. Popped it, and nobody touched it. And it hit like it got in front of 2 Toronto players. What are we doing? 0-0 in the 18th minute. That was just foolish. 1-1 Charlotte versus Seattle. Man City don't own the stadium they play in. Man United own their own stadium. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's the city of Manchester Stadium before it was the Etihad. Yeah, so the city owns the stadium. I guess. Yeah. But Toronto FC doesn't own their stadium. The city of Toronto does. So, or at least completely. But the city of Toronto does have right of first refusal, at the very least. So, you're saying we're a tin pot club? I mean, let's be honest. '19th minute, 0-0. Lukaku should switch to center back. I mean, honestly, after what yeah. Do you like CJ Sapong? I mean, he's a talented player. I think he has good hold-up play. I think he can come good, especially if we get a DP central attacking mid. I think it helps open things up for him. I think that's really what he needs. I think Io just sucks. I think Peruzza deserves more time. I think DeAndre Kerr might be the best striker of the 4, but I like Sapong. I know he's got talent. Insigne, Goes past midfield. I mean, they are now. Yeah, Manchester is blue now. I won't dispute it. 20th minute. Yeah, and I could claim the Toronto Blizzard and Toronto Metros Croatia for TFC and the Lynx. I could do that if I wanted to. Man City pre-takeover and post-takeover are two different things, in my opinion. Plays forward. Nice. Insigne blocks through. Hey, that was a nice play. Sadly, it just didn't fall our way. That no foul. Advantage played. Back to Petretta. Bernadeschi. Mabika. Yeah, Mabika is an amazing player. I'm so happy Toronto got him. Now, it sucks we had to get rid of McNaughton for Sapong, but Mabika is a good replacement. 30.39 expected goals. That's actually pretty good. But yeah, I like Mabika. I think he's amazing. He should be the starter at the back over Rosted at this point. Like, if he's healthy, you start him. Like, I believe. Bernadeschi doesn't beat McNaughton. McNaughton gets it back to Willis. So pretty much we traded McNaughton for Sapong and Pozuelo for Mabika. But you know what? The Sapong for McNaughton thing might not pan out, but Mabika for Pozuelo and money, pretty much. That's the way I see it. We basically got a player to be named later, pretty much, which is Mabika. And you know what? That was some good business. Still have the possibility to bring Pozuelo back after that 6-month deal he had in Turkey. So if they chose to, which I think would be smart, but plays over. That was just, I see Insigne was trying to make something happen, but 23rd minute. Hani Mukhtar is a damn good player. That's why I think of him. He's an MVP level player. I think he should have been MVP in 21, not 22, but I still think he's a very MVP level player. He plays well, makes Nashville a good team. If they didn't have him, they'd be worse off. So Insigne drives into the box and pulls it back straight to a Nashville defender. Good run. Horrible cross. Advantage played. They slow it up. Bernadeschi plays it over. Oso. Nice recovery. It's good to see Oso playing and playing at okay because he's on the Canadian squad. He's back from injury. He'll be playing at Nations League. It'll be interesting to see how this turns for. Yeah, I remember. But Man City wasn't in that title race. Arsenal and Tottenham were with Leicester. So, playing forward. Here's a chance. Shot. Saved by Willis. Sapong puts it, lobs it to Willis. What you talking about, Willis? But, like, I don't know what you're trying to, but the point, I don't understand the point you're trying to make, considering Man City wasn't even part of that title race. Yeah, the new Montreal jersey's nice. Yeah, I agree. And it's sort of a template, but they made it look good, I have to say. So, yeah, I like the Montreal home kit. But it makes you wonder, considering, does it have the back?
Yes, it does.
Does it have those, like, back panels? Because it doesn't look like it does. So, McNaughton's down. They're checking on him. Because, yeah, I like the new Montreal kit. Would never buy it, but it looks good. The difference between Man City and TFC is Man City has Guardiola and TFC have Bacala. Exactly. We actually have a bald fraud. I actually think Pep is hilarious. Good manager, and he's hilarious. That, it does got the back panels. Okay, so it's the new current form. Okay. Could have fooled me. 25th minute, 0-0. Looks like they're getting ready to pull off McNaughton. I hate to see it. Sucks for Lucas. He's a damn tough player. He's a good player. Sucks to see him get hurt on his return to Toronto. Hopefully it's a injury he could return quickly from. Insigne shows him love. You love to see it. Bauer coming on for McNaughton. The IQ difference between Guardiola and Bacala is infinite. Yeah, that's obvious. Bauer coming on for McNaughton is the sub. Let's see if this helps Toronto in any way, shape, or form. Willis gives the ball back to the ref for a drop ball. Schaffelberg's still on. He'll probably score on us now. I'm definitely sure. How we doing, Mile High? Play the ball forward. Come on. Goes past the touch line. '27th minute. TFC trying to get this forward. 57% possession to 43% possession. How many years was 2016 before the year 1968? 1968 was 48 years before 2016 in Leicester City's miracle year. Okay, you can do math. I guess better than me. I'm not completely sure. Two girls I met on New Year's Day 2021 at midnight were so right when they said I should go to a rave EDM. I've always thought about it. It's coming to fruition this year. Speaking of the question I was about to say. You know Starset, the band Starset? Would you say they're metal or EDM? Because they kind of have some EDM influences. They're a good band. Only know about them because they were on NXT TakeOver like twice, but, you know, of course. But yeah, they're a good band. I'd say they have some EDM influences, but definitely alternative as well. Kind of half giving a half recommendation, half. Yeah. Apparently Orlando's under a weather delay. When are they not? When are they not?
Oh.
When are they not under a weather delay? 29th minute. Nashville playing forward. TFC looks good today. They look good. I wouldn't say they're looking great. I think they're playing well. What are you doing?
Yeah, really. I mean, he's on them, boy. That's hustle.
Yeah.
Nashville's got a little more hustle.
Yeah, they're tough.
Always are.
Fair enough. Apparently they have Rafael Santos from the Spanish Low League instead of the Brazilian one on SofaScore. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. DC 1-1. Good for y'all. So, did they just score the 1-1? So, I guess maybe you needed me to make that prediction. There goes my Atlanta prediction out the window. Of course, when I doubt DC, they do good. When I say they're going to win, they lose. It's with DC. I need to stop talking about them. Except, wait, we don't play them again this year unless we play each other in the playoffs. So, yeah, I'm not talking about them again. Maybe Leagues Cup, but I won't make a prediction. DC versus Pumas. DC 1-0. Pumas wins 4-0. Type of stuff. No, wait, maybe Leagues Cup. I think maybe during Leagues Cup, yeah. TFC playing forward. Bernadeschi plays it to Insigne. Not good enough. Oso with Petretta. K. Oof. Oh, yeah, by the way, K didn't even make the Canadian squad for Nations League, by the way, and I'm so happy about that. K would have been a liability, even against Panama, let alone the USA. Okay, fair. That is fair. That is fair. But Nashville's playing St. Louis in Nashville on June 17th. K could go kick rocks. I agree. He's horrible. Once Coelho gets healthy, I hope it's Coelho, Cervania, and Oso. If it was my decision, that's what it would be. But it's not my decision. Because it's not my decision. Well, you should take Lucas as a free agent from Spurs. He's still quick and has more of a finish on him than Insigne. Hey, it would be nice to have Lucas Moura as our striker. And we just go with Oso and Coelho and Cervania in the midfield. It's worth a shot, but I think a DP center attacking mid is a lot better than a DP striker at this point. I think there needs to be forward play, more service, personally. That's my thought. Why are the Serie A players having a hard time adjusting to MLS? Because the tactics aren't good enough? Because they like tactics. I think Italian players are very regimented. They like tactics, and Bradley has none of those. So ironically enough, like they have the talent to be free-flowing, but they'd rather have tactics, and there's your problem. There's the kicker, right? They want tactics. They can play free-flowing. They have good ball skills to play a free-flowing game, but they're not going to do it anyway. So it's funny because Charlie Davies on Morning Footy said Bob Bradley's favorite European league is Serie A. I find a hard time believing that with how he's trying to run Bernadeschi, Petretta, and Insigne. I have a hard time believing that because I just do. And when Crescito was here instead of Petretta, but just let me say something. My favorite European league is Serie A. That's the one if I watch a European game, I'm going to watch the most out of domestic leagues is Serie A. But I know damn well that the players need tactics. They need to be regimented. They can do special things, but you can't just rely on the fact that they have good thought processes. You can't just rely on that. Which, if Bradley was a big Serie A fan, as Charlie Davies had said, you would see that he'd be like, okay, here's what I'll do, and actually have some tactics. He doesn't. So is he really that much of a fan of Serie A? I call bullshit on what Charlie Davies was saying. I call bullshit. Because if you were really a fan of Serie A, you would know. They need regimentation. They need tactics to help them succeed. And Sapong goes down. That should be a free kick. Yes, it is. Free kick for Toronto. I was watching Thanksgiving videos on TikTok and YouTube for whatever reason last night. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. It's only, 5 months away? Yeah, 5 months. The Egg Bowl will be here before you know it. And Thanksgiving. Are they leaders? Can they still create a tactics? Ultimately, it's the players playing, not Bob. Go against what he's saying and prove his statement. Hey, I agree. But the last time they tried to do that, Bernadeschi got dropped. Bradley's an egotistical jackass who wants it his way or the highway when he doesn't even really have a way. Did you not see what happened after Austin? That's half the problem. But what about DC? I'd say Insigne created both those goals, so sure, Insigne free kick. He'll probably win Champions Cup somehow. Monterrey always finds a way. 35th minute. Insigne taking the shot. Blocked. Saved by Willis. Off the wall. Yeah, he can't drop everyone or he'll be fired, but he'll drop the ringleaders and somehow win, for that matter. Insigne carries your team. Well, Bernadeschi did until Insigne came back. They both do at times. 36th minute. Two goals allowed from set pieces for Nashville, third fewest in MLS. Doesn't surprise me. Nashville's a really good defensive side. They're tough. They're tough to crack. Mabaka versus Schaffelberg. Mabaka clears. Good play by Aime Mabaka. I'm wild by him. I'm a fan. Like, seriously. Speaking of Serie A, Aime Mabaka sort of reminds me of a defender like a Cannavaro. I think he could play that type of role. Of course, he needs to kind of grow into it, but I think he could. So he'd be perfect in Italy, to be honest. So there's another point. So, see? Let's see if Bradley says that. Let's see if he says that. Let's see if he thinks that. I'd like to know if he thinks Mabaka could really play well in Europe, or he's a similar type of player to a Cannavaro defender-wise. I think so. And I was asking Toronto's office to sack Bob last year, too. Do you not remember? I was on his ass before you were, most likely. 38th minute. Nice play. Sapong. TFC goal, says somebody. Let's see. Plays back to Bernadeschi. Bernadeschi. Petretta. Insigne. Lorenzo Insigne. Insigne! Tira giro! Goal! Goal! Lorenzo Insigne! Tira giro! Oh my word, Lorenzo Insigne! Amazing! Tira giro! He did that at the Euros too. Tira giro. Maybe from actually a worse angle, but damn. 1-0 TFC. Tira giro Insigne.
There's nothing he could have done. Wow.
He got a hand to it, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying that was about perfect.
Damn, what a goal by Insigne. Golazo. Tira giro. Oh. Well, I don't care. We got the goal. Beautiful. Oh, my word. Now just hold on, please.
No, 89th minute.
Don't do this again. Yeah, I know Tobias' time's going to happen anyway. He doesn't even need to call it. Well, I know. So let's score a second, then hold. Okay? Well, I mean, that makes more sense. 38th minute, 1-0. I'll check. That's a big 3 points for you, and for them to drop gives other teams a chance to get into second. Let's let the game finish before you say that. You know Tobias' time is very likely to happen. Like, he wasn't even trying to call it. They'll probably blow it in the 89th minute.
I'm sure they will.
2-0.
Be up 5, and in 3 minutes they'll give up 5. I've seen them do some shit like that. They were up?
It was 2-0. And MLS is back in the
minutes.
first game, and they gave up 2 after they switched both their defenders.
I know.
That was that 9 a.m. match.
That's why I don't leave and pay that shit no attention.
2-0 New England over Miami. I'm not surprised. I thought they'd play better. They're getting messy. I thought they'd play better. I was asking for them to let Bob go before you, most likely. I doubt it. I said my opinion that Ben Olsen would be a better head coach of Toronto than Bob is. At this point, you might be right. At this point, we probably should have went with Ben Olsen back when we went with Armis, because he was actually in the discussion back then. And he probably would have been better than both. He's doing well with Houston, and they're actually playing some good football, unlike what he did at DC. So maybe him playing boring-ass football was him using what he had. Because I think at Houston, they're actually playing some beautiful football. So maybe Ben Olsen actually is tactically fixable. Bernadeschi, what were you doing? 41st minute, 1-0. I would agree with that. That was a day one out for Bob. I tried to give him 6 months. I thought it may have turned during the Charlotte, like that little winning run, but no, it didn't turn. Then they lost like 4 straight without scoring a goal. And that was like, nah, screw this. I was like, nah. That was when it was like, oh, no. Vegas, Florida's on now. Like, here's the worst thing. Like, Tubi, speaking of, not the draw, but Tubi had like old Champions League CONCACAF matches on demand, and you could watch anything. And I watched the Toronto-Leon tie from 2021 that Armis somehow won again. I had fun watching that. That's where we are now. I don't know how they screwed it up, because they were playing some good football in those games against Leon. I don't know how Armis screwed it up, to be honest. I still can't figure it out. After looking at that, it's like, I'm surprised they did screw it up. But okay. 42nd minute. It's good for Bruce Arena and Revolution, especially since Tata. 3 minutes. Yeah, I would say so. Because Tata Martino isn't head coach yet, and Messi hasn't had any matches for Miami yet. Well, yeah, but the Revolution are frauds anyway. My friend in Vegas showed me hotel prices on the Strip, and they were cheap as F. Budget hotels look like 5-star hotels. Yeah, there's a lot of nice hotels in Vegas. Mandalay Bay and Luxor examples. One has the Sphinx. I think that's the Luxor. Mandalay Bay has the fountain, I think. Yeah? Because there's a fountain in Vegas?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's Mandalay Bay, yeah. 43rd minute. I'm just saying this is a hotel. I'm not saying this, but the Trump Hotel is a damn beautiful hotel down in Vegas. You think the Chicago one's beautiful? That Vegas Trump Hotel is beautiful. As a hotel, it would still be nice to go there, because the Chicago one was good, so I would imagine. I'm just saying it is a hotel.
Jeez.
I'm making sure.
I get it, but I mean,
43rd minute.
Whatever.
Insigne. One 0 Toronto, and it was a 38-minute. Got it. Good. But I mean, yeah, if Tom Brady played for Vegas. Because it seems like Tom Brady might come out of retirement if they need him to play, because Garoppolo failed his physical. So Tom Brady might be a Raider. No joke.
I hope not.
Why not?
Stay retired. Go have fun.
It would be kind of funny that if he played for the team that made his career with the Tuck rule that he part owns now. It'd be funny. I'd feel like crap for rooting for him, but, whatever. 44th minute. The Revolution of frauds anyway. They shouldn't have won the 2021 Shield either. They were frauds back then. What happened in the playoffs? What happened in the playoffs? See, that's how you measure frauds. The Revolution of frauds anyway. The Revolution got 2007 Open Cup you better recognize. So why some from the Twelman era? 1-0 Vegas, 1-0 Vegas, 1-0. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Not bad. 1:39 into the game. Who scored? Lovitz to take the free kick. Former Toronto and Montreal man to take the free kick. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. No. That was Mukhtar anyway. Stevenson scored.
Ooh.
Cross in, cleared. I just forgot. We could also get scored on by Daniel Lovitz. We can't discount that possibility either. Schaffelberg's not the only possibility. It could be Daniel Lovitz. I forgot about that for 5 seconds until I realized it. Stevenson scored. Okay. I'm going to be biased, but I thought Paul Arriola had something decent to and never lived up to any quality. Here's the thing about Paul Arriola. He does have some talent. He does have good playing on the ball. He could play well on the ball. But I don't think he ever really tried hard enough to get better. He just coasted. Free goal kick should be. Y'all playing Dallas? 46th minute. I know St. Louis is playing LA at 12 o'clock, I think. 1-0 halftime for TFC. I'll take it. Picks it up. Plays forward 10 seconds. Not yet. And here comes a little bit of a fracas at the half because, of course. You need to get someone like Luciano Acosta, very forward and creative mindset. Yeah, somebody like him. I don't know. Maybe Pozuelo coming back would do it. I don't know. Seba could do it. He still has it. I don't know. Inter Miami are so bad. Messi's going to be on a last place club when he comes over. They better win the Open Cup because CONCACAF's going to have a conniption if he can't be in the Champions Cup next year. They might just tell the referees, rig it for Inter Miami so they could be in the Champions Cup. They might just do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just let Messi get away with anything. I mean, let's be honest. He did it at Barcelona. They're going to buy the refs. U.S. Soccer, CONCACAF's going to buy the refs just so Miami can make Champions Cup next year. Hey, but it already happened at Barca, so, I mean, Messi's no stranger. Halftime, it's 0-0 or 1-0. 1-0 for TFC at the half. Insigne with a tira giro. Yeah, you're right. That is probably a thought that I'm just probably thinking about. But if it was me, I would bring back Pozuelo realizing we need a 10. If it was me. Now, it's not me. But I know better than Bob Bradley at this point. I think that's well figured out. Aiden Hill robs Kachuk. But with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. 1-0 TFC, sit tight, be back. Here we go. Back for the stats at the half. I'll talk about the half. Stats: 8 shots to 2, 1 shot on goal to 0, 54% possession to 46% possession, 276 passes to 233, 88% pass accuracy to 84, 2 fouls to 8, 0 offside to 1, 0 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 1 corner to 2. TFC is the better team. Nashville's defending well, but TFC, they're pushing forward. They're working hard to get the chance on goal. Well, there you go. Get the chance on goal that they need. And they got the chance on goal that they need. Insigne with a wonder strike to tira giro. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal by Lorenzo Insigne. I'm happy with it. I'll take the lead right now. TFC's playing well. They're playing very, very well. To hopefully they keep it defensively to where they can keep the lead, keep the advantage with it being 1-0. Again, Tobias Time will very likely hit. But I do like what I see from the team. They're playing well. I just hope that one moment doesn't hit that puts them behind the 8 ball or puts them equal with Nashville. Well, that being said, Nashville, they're not very good putting the ball forward. The moments that they have on the forward play with Nashville is just very questionable. They don't really get the ball to the final third very much as that game goes. So, with that being said, I like seeing what they're doing, Toronto. They can push the ball forward. And Nashville really won't have no answer unless Mukhtar makes some out of it. But again, you can never discount that possibility. Or Schaffelberg gets on the end of something. Again, you can never discount that possibility. But I feel more comfortable considering how Nashville plays. Their expected goals is 0.05 right now. So that means their chances have been few and far between. Keep playing the way we are, I think we should be fine. So we'll see as this game goes where exactly it hits. Aiden Hill on fire. Good for Vegas. That would be 3-1, 3-1. It all depends on how we come out of the half. We need to continue attack and not sit back and bunker if we go for it. I could see a positive result tonight. If we sit back, we'll make an error. I think when it comes to Nashville, the way we play, I think we will be more on the front foot. I don't think we're going to just sit back. I think we know they can have their moments, but if they're going to have a hard time getting into the final third, why sit back if they don't get into the final third that much? I think the way they play might just help us out there. It might just. I have a thought that it does. I'm throwing away that note card. Teams are out for the second half. Toronto FC, most of their attack has came through the left, whether it's the left wing or the left channel. Bernadeschi's kind of like flying around the place to help the attack instead of just staying on the other side, which makes sense. I like that. I like that idea. I really do. For Nashville, they've been more on the wings than the channels. They still really haven't gotten anything past the middle third of the pitch. They've had a chance or two, but really Nothing that could really be remembered. But another 45. Then, of course, Italy versus Uruguay U20s tomorrow. The U20 World Cup final. I said I would do it if Italy made it. They made it. So I'll see you at 4. Be up here as well. It's on FS2, so that should be nice. Regular old TV. TFC to kick off this second half. Sapong to kick off. See how the rest of this turns. And we're off for the second 45 and the first second 45 of the second half of the season. Good way to start the second half. If this holds. Takes a long ball, be a goal kick for Willis here. So TFC set it up perfectly. As far as I can tell, they're setting up perfectly here. 46-30, I think. Yeah. What it looked like to me, Sapong. Why won't they put the... There we go, 45-40. It's less time than I thought.
Did you even try to fast forward it?
No, it was a 5, not a 6. It wasn't focused on the ad board or whatever. Jumbotron. There we go, playing forward. Kobe Franklin. First time I said his name tonight, but not a bad thing. Oh, Oso, what the? That'll be a free kick for Nashville. Oso topples over the player, 47th minute. TFC leading 1-0. Thanks to the Insigne wonder Tirajir. Over the top. That'll go out for a Sean Johnson goal kick, yes. And St. Louis plays tomorrow, by the way. They play at 12 on Sunday. On Fox. Against the Galaxy. And Apple TV too, but they're on both. Playing forward. They played that one back. Just clear the damn ball. Kobe Franklin plays it to Insigne. There we go. Bernadeschi. And you now remember that time Insigne had blonde hair. For what? A month and a half? Kerr, cross. Bernadeschi!
Dang it.
Shot!
Dang it.
Sapong almost got his. His second goal as a TFC player, Sapong.
Dude, that was just like half a millisecond.
He just,
off.
as long as he pulled that Bobrovsky robbery with his shoulder. Not surprising. K plays forward. Plays it on. Kerr. Still DeAndre Kerr down in the box. It's a free kick at the very least. I would at least see if he got taken down in the box, but that's a free kick at the very least. I think he was on the line. Let me see here. Mawil. He kept running. I think that was slight. That's either on the line or in the box. I think you got to check that. That's barely out of the box.
Either way.
Barely out of the box.
Either way, you don't know, but probably.
Free kick for TFC.
That's
Barely out of the box. The first contact wasn't it. It was the second contact when he couldn't stay up. But Kerr tried to stay up through that, which was pretty nice. Tough. 50th minute. TFC are on the front foot, as you would want them to be in a situation like this. Insigne and Bernadeschi. Bernadeschi to take it. Curls it past the post. Tigres got one CONCACAF title. They also have the 2018 Campeones Cup title. What will happen first? Tigres get the second CONCACAF Cup this year, or Manchester get their second? City. I mean, in 2024, I'd say it's probably more likely City. Unless Siboldi builds off the Clausura title, which I don't really think he will. I don't see why he would. They got lucky to win it. And they bottled a semifinal against Leon. So I feel like City has a better chance. So who has a better chance is City. I wouldn't say it would happen, but I'd say City has a better chance of going back-to-back. Bernadeschi, too much curve. Yeah. 51st minute. One 0 TFC. '51st minute. '51st minute. 1-0 TFC on the front foot, trying to find a second because I'd rather them find a second. Nashville still hasn't scored on us this year at all because they didn't score on us in Nashville, and arguably they should have. But we drew that game. So we drew first blood against Nashville this year in the 2 matches. What will happen next? Kobe Franklin, what the hell were you doing there? With a jump? That'll be Charlotte ties it again, 2-2. 52nd minute. Toronto's next match is at Cincinnati on June 21st. I will be on vacation for that one. I'll be doing it at vacation, I should say, not just on vacation. I will be doing that game at vacation live, and then I'll do the RSR outdoors on the porch. So, yeah, that should be cool. That should be cool. The New England one might be a little bit more touch and go, but the New England away game that weekend will be a little bit more touch and go, but we'll see. Petretta. TFC playing forward. Nice chance. Blocked away. That's out for a throw in the 53rd minute. TFC on the front foot. Exactly the way we needed to start this half. Hopefully they get a second. Osorio. Bernadeschi. K. Plays it back. 53rd minute. Oh! Tackles Mukhtar, and they had to take him down. That'll be a tactical yellow for Kobe Franklin for sure. If he didn't get a yellow, I'd be surprised. Turns out maybe he didn't. Tactical foul, but Aiden Hill's the UFA this offseason. Might be seeing him leave because he'll demand money. If only the Leafs could get him. But what about Joseph Woll? I don't know if Samsonov will be that good again, though. I think Joseph Woll will, but we'll see what they choose to do. It'll probably just be Samsonov and Woll again, most likely. Murray will probably be dropped. I would hope so. Save. Houston 1, LAFC 0. Oh, my God. Man, I wasn't wrong, wasn't I, when I said LAFC could easily pull a 2018 Toronto FC after losing the Champions League final? I feel like I'm about to be right. And they didn't even have as much injuries as this TFC, or that TFC team did. It's going to be teams looking at Hill for a backup role to push their starters. I mean, I like Hill behind Woll. over Samsonov or Murray, personally. But he will demand money. Vancouver got 3 Canadian Championship titles, including 2023. What will happen first? Vancouver get their first MLS Cup or Revolution? If I had to choose, I think Revs. I think they have a good season this year. They could pull it off as long as takes a shot here. Kerr, DeAndre Kerr, and plays it back to Nashville right off the bat. 55th minute. Should have taken the shot himself. Kobe Franklin. 45th minute. But I'm feeling good right now. I wonder how this unravels because... Nice. DeAndre Kerr making the run. Still DeAndre Kerr. Plays it center to Petretta. Petretta shot saved by Willis. Petretta could have put that a bit higher. But I'm happy with the way they're playing.
Yeah, I mean...
They've gotten better since the Montreal 3, Minnesota 0. And we drew to them. Well, there you go. Revs 3, Miami 0. That doesn't really surprise me. But yeah, ever since the Austin debacle, seems like TFC has gotten better.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it. 2 wins, 2 draws since that debacle, as it stands. They moved up a spot in the table. They're a point away from a playoff spot. If they were somehow to beat Cincinnati, they'd be in a playoff spot once the league resumes while I'm on vacation. Yeah. That'll be fun. 57th minute. I'm calling my shot. Miami won't get the 2023 Shield. I don't give a damn that Martino will probably be the head coach of Miami. I don't give a damn that Messi will have matches for Miami soon. Well, yeah, they're bottom of the league. You think they're going to make that run? They're not going to win the Shield. I don't think they'll win the Spoon either. Oh, Nashville's 1-1-0 when trailing at halftime. I didn't need to see that. Thank you very much. 56th minute. But Open Cup, yes. Shield, they have no chance. Hell, Toronto has no chance at the Shield. It'd be funny if they got there, though. 2 subs for Nashville. Randall Leal and Fafa Picault are coming on. For Alex Maweel. Alex Maweel for Randall Leal and Fafa Picault will be coming on. Mason Toy scores a brace against his former team. For Jacob Schaffelberg, they pulled Schaffelberg. He ain't scored on us. He didn't score on us. Are we winning today? I'll take it. I'll take it. In a parallel universe, Lukaku scored twice to win the UCL. I wish I was in that parallel universe. And hopefully that parallel universe also is a shot past the post. The other Italian teams won as well. That would have been nice. Cellar door and extra negative today. Fa-fa-fooey. Fa-fa-fooey. Ta-ta-toothy. Bunbury, big chance. Ta-ta-toothy. Fa-fa-fooey.
Mama monkey.
Howard Stern reference. Bunbury, big chance. I wish.
What?
I don't know. Here comes the turnaround. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I want that universe, yes. I want that universe. Fiorentina, Roma, Inter I want that universe. Yes. That would have been better for me. Way better for me. But that's not the universe we're in. No Italian team won a European trophy. Breaks my heart.
What are you doing, man?
There we go. 60th minute, 1-0. Bernadeschi, 1-0 after the first period for Vegas. Here's a chance. Cross, Bernadeschi. Oh, come on. That is a corner, though, so there you go. 61st minute. I mean, not surprising. That'd be 3 wins. 61st minute. Cross in. Header over the bar by Mabaka. I wish. Damn, that should have went in. Went to Dairy Queen last night and slurped an ice cream cone in front of everyone. I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to do at a Dairy Queen? But dilly bars are better. I haven't had one of those in a while. It's been a damn while, yeah. It's been like at least 3 or 4 years. Now I want a box of dilly bars, damn it. Ice cream cone better than cherry dilly bar. I just said the regular one, not the cherry one. 11 goals scored, 14 goals allowed for TFC. Yep, there you go. Still 0-0 Orlando and Colorado. I tried the new churro dip cone. It's amazing. Better than cherry. That actually sounds good. What's your favorite Blizzard, by the way? Me, it's the Oreo Blizzard. Always will be the Oreo Blizzard. What's yours? Favorite gelato flavor? Cherry. Cherry. We're talking gelato, straight up cherry. We're talking just ice cream. You're being pretentious. There's a couple. Now, it depends on what we're talking about if you're talking about ice cream. If we're talking about Cold Stone Creamery, cotton candy or red velvet, one of those two. If we're talking ice cream, Ben & Jerry's cookie dough, that zebra cake ice cream, that was really good. And I mean, Neapolitan is always good. I like regular vanilla, Breyer's vanilla, but yeah. Cherry Garcia, Ben & Jerry's. Ben & Jerry's is really good. Yeah. Oreo and New York cheesecake roll Blizzard. Yeah, that second one sounds pretty good. Second half, 15 goals scored, 6 goals allowed in the 64th minute. Or, well, there's about to be 64th minute, but...
It is, really.
Well, there we go. See? 1-0 Kansas City over Austin. Man, Austin sucks. And we lost to them. I got a free dilly bar last night because I did the survey on the receipt. Oh, yeah. They do have one, yeah. Oh!
Makes it be earlier than I thought.
65th minute.
Oh.
Or not.
Man. It's new. It'll be about 88.
Yeah, probably.
Then
Let's hope we
they'll
score before it.
again in the 89th.
That's if we score 2.
Exactly. No, they'll score 2 to win. It won't even be a tie.
I'd be
Ooh.
pissed if that happens.
Well, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh.
Shot saved by Sean Johnson. Why are we just turtling now? Why are we
I don't
turtling
know
now?
why they can't play like they've been playing. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, no, I think every bet you've made has been a safe one, Cellar Door. I don't think I've remembered one that was wild. Like, if you're on the bold prediction scale that Josh Pate loves to use, you're like on a 5. It hits the post. Like, you're betting. Oh, first example, I said that Toronto would get 10 Canadian Championship titles before the Red Bulls got their first Open Cup title. Well, let's be honest, that's still probably a pretty good bet. Like, I'd be shocked if the Red Bulls win an Open Cup in 2 years. TFC will win 2 straight Canadian Championships in the next 2 seasons. You should be able to do that. 66th minute. Bunbury off the post. Here's a corner for Nashville. Red Bulls don't win nothing except supporter shields. They're a joke of a club. Cross in. But you said you thought Troy would be a good coach. Yeah, I did. Cross in. That'll be a goal kick. 67th minute. Mukhtar, wow.
Just missed. Man.
Just wide. DeAndre Kerr coming off for Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Hopefully that brings on some speed. Nowadays, Vancouver and Montreal are getting better and better in Canadian Championship. In my opinion, you should even admit that. That helps. You know what helps them? The fact that we've been shit for 3 years. And Vancouver's actually getting okay. I'll give them that. Montreal, they've had some good seasons. But when Toronto gets to their best, they're unbeatable. At least in Canadian Championship. If we kept playing like this, you know. There's this place on the Vegas Strip called Dick's Last Resort, and the employees are forced to be assholes to you and flip you off. Yeah, I think I saw a TikTok about that. And there's also that Heart Attack Grill in Vegas, where if you don't finish your food, they spank you on the ass. Which, honestly, I probably, if I went there, I probably would. I'd probably get too much. Because they give you big portions. I mean, I eat, but I don't eat that much. '69th minute. Cellar Door is extra angry today. Hey, sometimes if you're aggro, you're aggro. It is what it is. Header! Oh, what a clearance by Mabaka! What a clearance by Mabaka!
Johnson wasn't going to get there.
No, but Mabaka did.
I know.
Goal.
Off his hands. He had to screw it up. I knew they were going to do it.
And there you go.
They just did it earlier.
Nashville. 1-1.
They suck.
I know.
Off his hands.
Damn it, Sean.
And then he helped you out.
Dax
the
McCarty.
first time.
Big save, Mabaka, but Dax McCarty dispossesses Bernadeschi. Or no, that was Randall Leal off his hands. Randall Leal. No, it was Randall Leal off Sean Johnson's hands.
I don't know what he was doing.
I don't know.
How does that even go in?
I don't know. It didn't even seem like it was that pacey. It just
No, it
bounced,
was right. I don't know what he's doing.
resting on their laurels. I saw it coming.
Yep. Oh, they always do that shit. This is unbelievably funny.
Hey, at least it was earlier. At least we have a chance to get one back.
Yeah, at least you have a chance for them to score 3 more, but it's probably.
Well, I mean, Nashville's second in the
It's
East.
gonna be 2-1, all right.
I mean, I did say that.
Yeah, at least you got it half right.
Maybe I'll get it full right.
They suck. That hit him right in the hands.
That feels good.
It hit him in the face. Off his hands.
Off his hands.
Not even try to catch it. He just let it hit him and go in like it's no big deal. What is your job? First of all, do your job.
They don't. That's the problem. They don't. I can't believe Johnson. Come on, man. You can't. That's some Alex Bono level stuff.
All I'm saying is that was terrible.
I agree.
I'm not saying he's not good.
No, that was horrible.
Any kindergartner would have.
Well, no, Alex Bono would have screwed that up too. So, I don't know why that's different.
Shit, it ain't no easier than that.
And Alex Bono would have screwed it up too. So why are we acting like this isn't normal? Well, yeah, true, but I was just saying in general. 3-2 Seattle. That's the Nashville I remember. Yeah, honestly. And it wasn't even really in the final third. It wasn't even really in the final third. He just, boom, pings it in. I mean, seriously. At least it wasn't Schaffelberg, you know? I thought we had this game wrapped up when he left. It would have been funnier if it was Daniel Lovitz. Nobody even remembers him playing for the club. Except me, of course. And most true TFC fans. I do. And he left for Montreal, too. He played for both. Where else did he play but Nashville? Because I know he played somewhere else in between. Feels like Red Bull. Maybe wrong.
It wasn't Seattle?
No, he never played for Seattle.
Okay.
Feels like Red Bull.
Yeah, I could remember.
I think you're remembering Kelvin Leardam. I think.
I don't know.
Who is a Toronto killer himself, but he never played for us. Half right. Playing forward here. '73rd minute. Impact, he went to Nashville from the Impact. Was it the expansion draft? I guess it was. Free kick. It hit the elbow. It wasn't. It hit the elbow from the side, which you could say it was natural position.
Hand? I thought.
From hand to elbow is.
Yeah, but
it's
elbow?
really
okay.
Lower arm ball, especially if it's out of position.
Then that's forearm or.
But technically, everything from elbow
I got you.
is hand.
Okay.
If the shirt doesn't cover it,
I got you.
hand. The actual shirt, pretty much. But to be colloquial, Anibal Godoy and Taylor Washington coming on for Nashville, for Sean Davis, Washington for Davis, 4-0 Montreal. Wolff. Ugh. And Dax McCarty for Godoy.
Oh, man.
Trade for Gam Tam for Impact for Lovitz to Nashville. It's been so long, I forgot. Minnesota. Yeah, how do we draw Minnesota, but Montreal beats their ass? What are we doing? You know, I don't want that answer, actually. Actually, no, I don't want to know that answer. I could live without it. Just TFC things, right? No substitutes remaining for Nashville, and Toronto's only made one. Oh, yeah, Bradley's going to make no subs after Kerr. Of course he does. Yeah, Everton has 9 Premier League titles, I know, but they don't have any titles since the 90s, so who really cares? Go on down. You have the answer, I'm certain. It all comes down to management. Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly. I know how you mean that, but you can mean that multiple ways and you'd be right. I do have the answer. Let's remember when I said, as I said, Curvin Arriaga, when he was playing for Maritone in 2020 in the Scotiabank CONCACAF Champions League, or CONCACAF League, Scotiabank CONCACAF League 2020. I said he'd be great in MLS. I'd love to see him in Toronto. Curvin Arriaga, guess what? He's great for Minnesota. He's their 3rd best player. It's like I knew. I know talent when I see it. I know talent when I see it.
I know some no talents when I see them too.
Well, yeah, that's true too, but I'm just saying I called it.
I know.
First time I saw that man play for a Honduran club, I said he'd be good in MLS, and I'd love to have him in Toronto. He's good in MLS. I called it. I'm just saying I called it. 3-1 Atlanta over DC. Well, yeah, there's your 2-goal margin. Since 1995. Well, there you go. Mid-90s. I think they will. I think they'll find something. 77th minute. I wonder how many drugs or shrooms people do at EDM festivals. I don't even want to make a guess. That's how much. I don't even want to make a guess. Burning Man. Wait, that's full.
Insane Clown Posse. They said at some of those concerts, people get killed and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's ICP, though.
Yeah, I know. But it's sort of that music and the drug scene, you would think several people died there, too.
I'm sure it's happened.
I'm sure it has.
Playing forward, Sapong. CJ Sapong takes the shot, blocked away Bernadeschi.
Good stuff. Come on. Ooh, man. Give away. A point's better than nothing.
Just wait, they're not going to get it.
Right.
Washington, cross. Nice block by Richie.
You would get a point, and then you give up 0 and give them 3. That's like, what, 4-point turnaround?
Well, yeah. I'm not the one who's good at numbers. I would have lots more confidence if you were in charge of TFC than the current management regime we have. I know. Makes me feel good to hear that, but I know I'm right. Swing your sword. And if we had a 3rd kit and I was there, we'd also have a maroon and white 3rd kit. Dubbed the Swing Your Sword kit. You know, swashbuckling football, all that. Cross in, header.
see Nashville scoring.
Yeah, probably.
I do. They're just so much faster. Sort of.
I mean, yeah, Toronto's resting on their laurels. That's the problem.
What Lord? They have no laurels. What are you talking about? They're not even that good. So what would they be resting on?
A 1-0 lead, thinking they could hold on.
It's not a one.
It was.
Okay, but still.
Brandon Cervania coming on for Mark Anthony Kay. Could have done that earlier. I would never play Mark Anthony Kay, to be honest. I'd get him out the club. He sucks. Coelho, Cervania, Oso, or Coelho, Cervania, DP number 10, if that was Pozuelo or anybody. Yeah, that's better for me, personally. Coelho could play for Spain if he wanted to. There's a Calgary fan holding up a sign in front of everyone at Stanley Cup right now. Which one? Was it Bobby? Wait, Bobby Warshaw doesn't even work for MLSsoccer.com, does he, anymore? No? I mean, honestly, yeah, the MLSsoccer.com writers are pretty much propagandists anyway. Pretty much. I did too. I didn't know he fell off a cliff. And I don't even think Isaiah told me if he fell off a cliff. So, yeah. So, but he told me that Canadian defender on the Rapids sounds like a good player, though, that replaced Cornelius on the roster. So, I'll take your word for it. 82nd minute. Serviceable sounds good to me. At least especially with Canada. 82nd minute, 1-1.
Toronto did good, kicking them back and back and back. They better keep it up, or it's gonna be that 88.
I mean, yeah, I had hopes for Mark Anthony Kay too. I wanted him to come home. You know, I wanted him to be that guy we thought he would be in 2015. No. Nope. Let's see. Mabika. That's about it. Aime Mabika. That's it.
Come on, go.
Let's see. Prizo for K. That sucked. Pozuelo for money. If you add Mabika to it, we'll put those together. That's the only good one. And that's just because Mabika's playing out of his mind. Petrasso gone. That was bad. McNaughton for Sapong. The jury's still a bit out. So, yeah, really just Mabika. Yeah. Yeah, you got Insigne and Bernadeschi. What else did you do? I mean, Crescito was pretty good. I thought Petretta's good. Bringing Larea back. But trades? Just Mabika. You could even say the Pozuelo part was bad, but if you separate them, it makes it probably better. But I think Mabika's a pretty good player. So if it was a player to be named later type situation.
Trying to put on some pressure.
Nice. Offside.
They should have been playing like that the whole time.
But no, they had to step back for 15 minutes. It was Siegel. Oh. Yeah. No. I'm fine with it. Yeah. Ryan to Burning Man. Can we build a giant effigy of Bob Bradley and burn that? Instead of the regular Burning Man? No. Burn an effigy. Forget the regular Burning Man. Forget the regular Burning Man. Or make a small Bacala action figure and microwave it. Is it a good idea to microwave this? We have a tinfoil shield. We have a giant tinfoil shield to protect your nuts because nobody likes roasted nuts. Watch the microwave show. It's hilarious. Vegas on their first power play of the game. Who else crowned TFC that's still here? Oso and Bradley. Michael. That's it. Well, Vasquez came back, though. So, actually, yeah, true. Vasquez came back. 2-0 Timbers 2.
Why would you do that? Why would you throw
Should
it
be a
in
foul,
that
by the
way?
85th minute.
Why would you do that?
Come on, Bernadeschi. I wish TFC got a team in the NWSL like the Portland Timbers have with the Thorns. That would be nice. They probably run that into the ground, too. So, there you go. 86th minute.
He let it hit his hands and it rolls in another 80 yards into the goal. Ooh.
Are they making a double sub? Cozy Thompson, that's offensive. Joseph Martinez scored. You need 2 more. Hey, at least Joseph's starting scoring. I just realized Tata and Joseph are going to reunite. That may be good. TFC will have 10 draws tonight. Miami has 0. Well, you could take that as a positive and say we could at least see out games and not allow more than 1 or 2 goals. Miami just ships goals. You could see that as a positive, or you could see it as a negative that we don't close games out. But if somebody's just looking at the table, be like, oh, Miami's defense ships goals. TFC doesn't. Yeah. Well, you know. You could take it as a positive. Kobe Franklin, oof, 87th minute. Bernadeschi, foul, free kick. He could have ran. I don't know why he dived. The fat lady is not saying yet, I hope. More likely they'll sing for us. And now it's time to say goodbye. Management worked too much on the defensive side of things, forgetting the offensive side of things. Well, he at least gets us draws. Couldn't complain. 88th minute. Cross in. Well, that was nothing. 88th minute.
Shot their smoke prematurely.
There's nothing wrong with being premature. That was a layup. Did Di Maria join Messi at Inter Miami as well? It's very likely he does. He hasn't yet, but it's very likely he does. Lorea. 89th minute.
Now they're out of smoke.
At least they got to shoot it.
Yeah, it scores. It won't be nothing.
That was 7 aside, though, not 11v11. Yeah, that was 7 aside, but still.
No, the slide in. Are they going to do?
Nope, no foul. No foul.
Man.
Luckily.
Like,
89th minute.
Shit.
Miami need more players. And we do, too. They're doing the same thing we're doing. Except getting the GOAT instead of some Italians. Oso for Cozy Thompson. Oso had a good shift. I'll take it. Good shift from Oso. Ah, boy. '90th minute. Kobe Franklin. Osorio told Bernadeschi that's not good enough. I like that from players. Well, then play well. Bernadeschi!
Man,
Oh! I wish he went forward, but
man,
damn.
I don't care.
Spins like a top.
Out.
Spins
That's
like a hurricane.
awesome.
Lovely by Bernadeschi. Now, if only we could score. Maybe we could reverse.
Dude, that was awesome.
Maybe we could reverse Tobias time for once.
They could just do that all game, but no.
They don't like doing it.
But no.
Thank God Canada plays next. International break. I got a week break of this bullshit. Canada should win, too. I would hate. Throw in. 1 more minute. Throw in. Yeah, we know it's 1 minute, Bacala. Shut the hell up. We can count. That means idiot. That's in Italian.
I know.
Or that's what they use it for.
I was hoping it wasn't his last name.
No, it's like
I know what it means. That's
no,
what
I'm trying to say, Bob Bradley, but I'm not going to call him by his real name because I don't respect him.
Oh, okay.
I don't like him.
I got you. Uh-oh.
And I'd honestly say it to his face, too, but that's just me.
I knew this. I'm surprised.
2 subs. I'm calling my shots. Toronto will get 10 Canadian Championship titles before Everton get 10 Premier League titles. Yeah, because Everton's going down next year and they'll never come back up because they'll go bankrupt. So, yes, they'll get 10. Unless the MLS gets bought out. Seattle gave up a goal. It's 3-3. Little corner here. Come on. This will be the last play of the game. Put it on the line, honey. Put it on the line. And the ref is talking to him. I mean, they are the second place team in the East. So I'll take a draw.
Would not surprise me.
Header. He knows he can make 5 subs. He just doesn't do it. And that's full time. 1-1. Full time, 1-1.
Not surprised, but
Nope.
better than I thought.
Yeah. It should have been better than that. With that being said, it's 1-1 at full time. TFC draws. They should have won. They blew it. And they couldn't get a second one. But I'll take a draw instead of a loss, especially against the second place team in the East. Start getting some better results. But could have been a really great start to the second half, but at least they had an okay start. But with that being said, if you like the stream, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, subscribe, send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put this in play, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of the U20 World Cup final, Uruguay versus Italy. Hopefully Italy can win that, and I'll feel good. With that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. 1-1.